Okay, I think I can call it a wrap on the EKCO U243. I've got to replace the bulb with a clear bulb, and it gives a much better light. I don't know what it looks like in the camera, but it's certainly, this was the bulb I had in it originally, and it doesn't look too bad. You think it gives quite a nice warm colour, but it just made it look almost pinky red and looked a bit naff. The components I replaced was the EF85, the UABC 80. Most of the other valves were within sort of reasonable emissions. We've got a handful of capacitors and resistors here that were replaced, a couple of waxes, a couple of dried up electrolytics, filter capacitors on the high voltage and the discriminator damper, and a couple of the resistors that you saw quite a long way out of spec. Medium wave works reasonably well. It's a bit noisy in the workshop electrically anyway, but
and the performance today are setting the first.
The amplifier sounds fine in the radio now. Sensitivity, as I say, is not particularly good in the workshop, but it's quite noisy and a lot of mains noise. But that's, I get this at this time of night anyway. I get a lot of mains pick up. Long wave radio.
Out of respect for the views of its congregation. The issue is
sounds absolutely fine. FM, which was causing all the problem.
I know you.
Got plenty of volume now, and really very pleased with that actually. I found a 2 meg pot and I used that instead, and it seems to work absolutely fine. Radio 3.
Not that unusual to be a viola player in the composing world down the
Sounds
centuries.
really good. I actually took one of the capacitors out on the de-emphasis circuit, which actually improved the audio considerably. It's giving it a much better treble. It's actually a very nice sounding radio now. It's got a large, sort of like a 8-inch drive unit, so it's obviously only a single-ended output stage, but it makes the most of the efficient speaker and gives it a good sound.
Trying to change me, and
I was not playing for
That's Radio 4. There's a few other local channels it just about picks up right at the end of the scale. I think that's Kiss FM, and if that is Kiss FM, it's doing very well, because Kiss FM is a fairly low power transmitter, and I think that's transmitting from central London. Don't tend to listen to it because it's sort of pretty crappy music, to be honest with you. Magic Eye, you can see that there. It does work. It's pretty useless. Can't see why it's useless. I don't know if it's something wrong with the valve. I've read somewhere else on the internet that these valves don't seem to work very well in this application. There's nothing wrong with any of the biasing to the valve or anything like that. It just doesn't seem to work particularly well. I'll show you around the back. On the side, here's a wave change switch at the side. And on the back you can see it's in really nice condition. It's unmolested condition. Apart from the change in the mains cable that's obviously someone's done at a later stage, it's got the label that they used to always have on. It's the license plate for when you used to had to buy a license for the radio. So basically, it's as you can see, it's in really nice condition. Nice radio. I think I'm going to put this one up for sale and see if anyone takes a punt on it. But thanks for watching. I hope it was an interesting series, and that concludes the U243 from EKCO.